Okay, good afternoon, students. So today we will be starting with that. Yes. Okay, everyone, mute your microphones. I want everyone to mute your microphones so that you will be able to hear me properly. Okay. Now, everyone, take out your book, page number 18. Because in my last class we have completed all the exercises except for two. That is exercise number L and exercise number O. So today, after completing this exercise, it is my plan to go to the next chapter, that is singular and plural. So first, let us see page number 18, exercise number L. Exercise number L, you have to choose the correct option, the collective noun option from the given box, and you have to fill in the blanks. So what you have to do, first see, we presented a dash of flowers. So we are asking a group of flowers. So a group of flower is called bouquet. So the first answer for the blank will be BOUQUET, bouquet. Next one, we booked a dash of rooms. A dash of rooms is called a suite of rooms. Next, number 3, the whole dash of ships. The whole dash of ships, fleet. Okay, next, the dash. I'm telling you to mute the microphone. Why you are getting it unmuted? Orchishman, every time, even in the class, you do something like that. Next time, if I find you are not obeying, I will remove you. Okay, now the number 4 is the dash could not come to any decision in the last meeting. So the dash could not come. Here it will be committee. COMMITTEE. So whatever questions, whatever doubts you are having, if you want to ask me, you type it in the chat box. Don't use the voice, because if you are using the voice, many of you will use the voice, and ultimately nobody will be able to listen what exactly I am talking about. Okay. So you please keep yourself muted. Unless it is very much important, then I will only tell you to unmute yourself. Okay, but right now in my class, keep yourself muted. If any doubt you are having, type the doubt in the chat box. Orchishman, mute yourself, or else I will remove you. Orchishman Paul. Okay. If you are having any doubt, type that in the chat box and write it to me. I will read and I will answer it. Okay, but don't use the microphone. Okay, now committee we have written. Number 5, the small dash of grapes cost me 30 rupees. The small bunch of, BUNCH. Number 6, the dash should not be allowed to destroy public property. The dash here we mean mob, MOB. What is the meaning of mob? Mob means a group of people, a group of public. They are called mob. Okay, next, number 7, the dash heard the speech with great attention. Someone who will hear you speak. Who is that? Those are called audience. So it will be audience, AUDIENCE, audience. Okay. So now coming to the countable and uncountable nouns. So first thing, before coming into the exercise, I want to say something. You need to understand it very clearly. See, the countable and uncountable noun, this portion is little bit complicated for the language English. Okay, so here, for example, if you are talking about a bread, okay, you can normally say, I went to the shop to buy a bread. But bread is actually uncountable noun, because bread means the soft material, The soft material that is baked in the oven using the rye, using the wheat flour and different other ingredients. That is called bread. But you can't count the bread. If you want to term it into countable nouns, then you have to say a loaf of bread. That is the proper way of telling a countable noun. Okay, a loaf of bread will make it countable. Loaf means a piece, a certain piece of bread is known as a loaf of bread. So loaf can be one loaf, it can be 3, 4, 5, 6 loaves, you can count them, but you can't count a bread. Okay, next thing, the same thing is applied for tea, coffee, water. For water, water is uncountable. How can you count water? But you can count some glasses of water, some bottles of water you can count. Similarly, tea and coffee, these are not countable, but you can count a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, or 2 cups of coffees. You can count that. Next, coming to the soap. Now, soap is also a substance. Soap is a substance which we use to clean our hands, we use to clean our clothes, we use to clean our utensils. Okay, whatever things we use to clean, the thing which makes foam, we call that a soap. Soap can be liquid, soap can be solid, soap can be in form of a paper also. Okay, soap are of different types. Now, soap is uncountable. Yes, if you are having a question, Chandralekha ask me in the, type it and ask me, Chandralekha. Yes, slice is countable. Slice means a piece. Slice is countable. Yes. Okay, I was talking about the soap. So soap is also a material. Soap is a matter. And if you are willing to count the soap, then you have to mention a cake of soap. Cake of soap means the bar of soap that you are using. You are unwrapping it from the cover. That is called a cake of soap. Okay, then it will become countable. If you just use soap, it will become uncountable. Now, coming to the answers for exercise number O. Answers of exercise number O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, I am writing in the same pattern as given in your book for your own understanding, okay? So that you don't get confused. So number 1, food. Now regarding food, the interesting thing is, food is actually an abstract noun. Now why it is an abstract noun? Because if I am telling you, show me the food, what you will show me? You will show me your Maggie that you brought from home. In your tiffin box, you are having Maggie. If I tell you to show me your food, what food you are eating? So you will just open the tiffin box and you will show me that you have Maggie. But I will tell you, you are showing me the Maggie. Where is the food? Now you will get confused. Where is the food, ma'am? This is the food. I will say, no, this is just Maggie. So you will tell me, ma'am, this is the thing that I eat. And I feel my stomach. I don't feel hungry anymore. So something that makes you feel fulfilling, something that helps you to meet up your hunger, that thing is called a food. So food is also a feeling I need to understand. That something, if these things are coming inside something, that will become a food. Okay. So food is obviously an abstract noun, and as because it is an abstract noun, we can't count it. We can't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food. Food means something which is eatable. Okay, so therefore, we have to write uncountable for food. Similarly, soup. Soup, uncountable. A bowl of soup, countable. But only soup, uncountable. Okay, milk, uncountable. A bottle of milk, countable. But only milk, uncountable. Water, uncountable. Drop, countable. Okay, so drop is countable, whereas the other one, these are all uncountable. Now, why drop is countable? Suppose you are in a chemistry laboratory, you are doing some experiment, there you are supposed to told that you need to add 3 drops of water or 3 drops of that substance into it. So there you are counting 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. So there it becomes countable because we can count the drops. But now if you are telling me, ma'am, raindrops, can we count the raindrops? Now there I will say now raindrops will become uncountable. If you are talking about raindrops, that will become one uncountable. Fine. So that is the difference. The main thing, the main complication that you will face regarding countable and uncountable, it depends on the sentences and the meaning of the sentence. Suppose I'm talking about a raindrop, so in that sentence the raindrop becomes uncountable. But when I'm talking about drops in general, drops are countable. Next, cloth. Cloth is uncountable. You can't count the cloth, but you can count the pieces of cloth. 1 meter cloth, 2 meter cloth, the pieces of clothes are countable. Okay? Yes. Cloth is countable. Paper. Paper is uncountable. Paper is also like a bread, a material. Now if you are holding this, see, if you are having this is a sheet. These are 2 sheets of paper. See, I can count 1 sheet, I can count 2 sheets. So if you are talking 2 sheets of paper, then these are countable. But if you are only talking about the paper, paper means the material, that is not countable. That is uncountable. But whereas sheets of paper is countable. Air, uncountable. Piece, countable. As you asked me, Chandralekha, slice. Slice is countable. In the similar way, piece is also countable. Okay. Okay, so cloth is uncountable. U-U-C. Fine. Next, coming to brick. Brick is countable. 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 bricks. You can say that. Slice, countable. Rupee, countable. Rupee, you can say rupees. 10 rupees, countable. Money is not countable. Money is again one thing that creates a value. Okay, so that is not countable. You can't call monies. You can't say that. So money is uncountable. Coin is countable. So here countable, uncountable, countable. So these only uncountable, others are all countable. Clear? If you are having any doubt regarding this portion, you may ask me, or else I will proceed with the next chapter. Yes, you can't count leaves on the tree, but suppose I am giving you 3 leaves, 1 neem leaf, 1 mango leaf, and 1 banyan leaf. 3 leaves you are having, you can count those leaves. So that is also depending on the sentence, how you are talking. Okay? If you are talking about the leaves of the tree, then that will become uncountable. But if you are talking about leaves in your hand that you can show, those things you can count. Fine? Okay. No, bread you can't count as 1, 2, 3. What you can count, these are the loaves of bread. Loaves of bread is countable, but only bread is not countable. Loaves means the way the factory is giving the bread. The factory is not giving you the entire bread. The factory is packing the breads in different packets, okay, making it in a specific size. So those sizes are called loaves. So you are bringing the loaves from the market, you are bringing 2 loaves, 3 loaves, you are bringing those loaves. So those are loaves of bread, not bread. Yes, you can count flour, flowers are countable. No, you can't count soil, soil is not countable. No, you can't count a cloth. You can count the piece of cloth. You can count the pieces of clothes. Okay? You can count the dresses. You are having 10 dresses. You are having 50 dresses. Okay? Dresses you can count, but cloth you cannot count. You cannot see me. That must be a network problem. You just disconnect yourself and reconnect once again. You will be able to see me. Pack of bread, there is nothing like pack of bread. You have to say loaf of bread. Okay. No, breads, we can't say breads. You have to say bread. Loaf, you can say loaf or loaves, but you can't say breads. Bread will be bread only. Sand you can't count. Sand is uncountable. Okay. I hope you are clear with this chapter. Now we will proceed with the most funny chapter, that is singular and plural. Okay, most funny and crazy chapter. Why? You will come to know. Page number 19. Okay. Now singular and plural. Nouns. It happens only to the nouns. Now we are going to learn about nouns. Singular and plural word is also applied for verbs. But now we are only going to focus on the nouns. So when we are referring to one noun, one particular thing, then that is called a singular noun. Okay. But when there is like more than one, then it becomes plural. More in number means plural. And while you are changing a singular into a plural, means you are meaning many in number, then obviously there are some changes in the spelling. So how are those changes happening? Sometimes we are adding s to make it plural. Sometimes we are adding es to make it plural. Sometimes we are adding ves to make it plural. Again, sometimes we are adding ies to make it plural. Sometimes we are completely changing the word into something of a different word. Okay, so what are those rules? We are going to learn step by step. But as I told you, this chapter is crazy, though there is no fixed rule as this is like this only. Okay, coming to the first rule. The first way, many of the common words are there which we can just make it into plural by adding one s. So you just have to add s to make it plural. For example, ball. By adding s, it becomes plural, balls. Okay. No, I will not say toy. Door. Adding s becomes plural. So this is very simple. Number one rule is very simple. By adding s to some of the common words, we are making it plural. Now complication starts from rule number 2. Okay. In rule number 2, it is said that the words that are ending with a saw sound, huss sound, with a hiss sound, okay, like a hissing sound, okay, something which is having a sound in the end, those words gets plural by using es. Okay, those words which are ending with a hiss sound, those words get plural by the adding of es. So we are going to add es. For example, bus. Bus. This s is making a sound like bus, saw. Okay, it's like having a huss sound. Bus. So bus will become plural by adding es. It will become buses. Okay, in the same way, box. Box, again, saw. It's ending with a hs sound. I'm telling you not to unmute yourself, otherwise you won't be able to listen what I'm telling. Box, saw sound again coming, so box will become boxes. Fine, it's very easy to remember. Now comes the funny factor here, that is, what about ox? Ox is also having an ending with ox, saw sound. Okay, like a sound. Ox is ending with that. Can we write oxes? No, we can't write oxes. We have to use a different word to make it plural. We have to write oxen. Okay, so here these kind of things which are not following the rules, these are called exceptions. So in this rule, this is one exception. Ox, though it is ending with a saw sound, we are not writing es, instead we are using something else to make it plural. Okay? Next. Rule number 3, that is O. Words that are ending with O sound. Words that are ending with O sound, for example, mango. Okay, ending with the O sound. Mango. So in order to make it plural, I'm adding es. I'm adding mangoes. It becomes mangoes. Fine, this is also a rule. In the similar way, we are having word like hero will become heroes. We are having potato, it will become potatoes. Tomato, tomatoes. But again, coming to the funny fact here, that is, what about photo? We are having mango, potato, tomato, everything. What about photo? Photo is also ending with O. Photo is also ending with O, but if I use es, if we write photos, it is wrong. We can't write photos. Means we can't write photos with es. Instead, we have to write this photos. So this is the word which is not following the rules. Therefore, this word is an exception. In the same way, piano, piano, you have to use pianos. Okay, you can't use es here, you have to use pianos. Okay, next part. So rule number 3 done. Coming to rule number 4. Rule number 4 is words that are ending with a for sound. Words that are ending with a for sound. How the for sound is happening? Either it is ending with a f or it is ending with fe. Okay, words that are ending with f or fe, those are having the for sound. So there is a rule that whenever words like this happen, the f or the fe gets deleted, and in their place we use ves. To make it plural, we use ves. For example, thief, thief. It is ending with a for sound, and if we want to make it plural, what we will do? We will remove the f and we will add ves. So what the spelling will come? thieves. Okay, so this is the rule. Now in this rule also, there are some people, there are some words like naughty, not following the rules. Those words are chief. Those words are chief, chief. C-H-I-E-F. I'm having a F here, so I can say, I can write it like this way, C-H-I-E-V-E-S. I can make it plural in this way, but no, this is wrong. This is not right. What will be the right for plural? This for making it plural, C-H-I-E-F-S. C-H-I-E-F-S. We are just using one S and making it plural. But this, if we use, it is wrong. Okay, so again, this kind of words are exception. And while I'm talking about exception, I need to mention another word which is a superb exception. I don't know whether to call it an exception or something else. That is the word dwarf. D-W-A-R-F. Ending with the fa sound. Okay, now let me write the spelling. D-W-A-R-V-E-S. D-W-A-R-F-S. Which one is the correct answer? This is also correct. This is also correct. These are called super exception. Means this is also correct. This writing is also correct. Means both are applicable. Okay, having some special provision for this word. Okay, therefore I'm telling this chapter a crazy chapter. Okay, so rule number 4 we have completed. Now coming to rule number 5. Rule number 5 and 6 we will do together. So rule number 5 and 6 is about ending with Y. Rule number 5, rule number 6. These are talking about ending with Y. Now this one is having a consonant plus Y. This ending with a consonant and then the Y. Whereas rule number 6 is for a vowel plus Y. Example, city, C-I-T-Y, whereas this will be B-O-Y. So here T is a consonant. T is a consonant, so we are getting consonant with Y, ending with a consonant and a Y. In these cases, what will happen? In these cases, we will add I-E-S. So cities, instead of this, instead of the Y, it will become C-I-T-I-E-S. Instead of the Y, it will become I-E-S when we are having a consonant, then a Y. But in case of a vowel and Y, here vowel is, O is the vowel, and with O we are having Y. So O plus Y, it is ending with a vowel and then a Y. Then we will just make it, we will just add one S to it. So it will become boys. Simple. Okay. Now, 6 rules are done. Coming to another part which you have to remember. Okay. They actually follow none of these rules. These are some set of words which does not follow these 6 rules. They have their own technology. These are called rule number 7. Okay, rule number 7 are talking about those words which, in order to change the sense of their plurality, in order to convert themselves into from singular to plural, they change the entire spelling of the word. They change the word itself. For example, child. Child means one single kid. Child, if it becomes plural, it will become a different word, that is C-H-I-L-D-R-E-N. Completely a different word. Children. Similarly, feet. Foot. Foot is singular. In order to make it plural, we will write feet. The spelling gets changed. The entire word gets changed. Okay. So there is no question of adding S, ES or IES or VES. It will completely get changed. So these are some set of words in rule number 7. These you have to remember. There is no rules actually. There are no rules for it. Number 7 is done. Coming to rule number 8. In rule number 8, we will find some words like deer, like ship, like fish. Deer, by telling deer, we can mean one single deer. By telling deer, we can mean plural deer. Means deer can represent one deer, this deer can represent 10 deer. But there is no addition of s, es or ves or ies. Means these words stands for the plural as well as for the singular. Both the sense are represented by the same word. There is no change in the word. Now in this also there is one thing regarding the fish. Sometimes we use the word fishes. We sometimes use the word fishes. When we use the word fishes? When we are talking about different varieties of fish. Different varieties of fish are represented with the word fishes. But only when there are so many goldfish in the aquarium, we will say there are 10 goldfish, not 10 goldfishes. But if you are having a collection of varieties in your aquarium, then you will say you are having 12 different kinds of fishes. At that time you will say that. Okay, so this is rule number 8. Rule number 9 is, as these are in the singular form, there are certain words which are always used in the plural forms. For example, Caesars. You can't ever say Caesar. You have to say Caesars. Whether you are talking about 1, 2, 3, how many? You have to use Caesars. Means these types of words are always used in the plural words, in the plural form. There is no singular term for these words. Caesars, trousers, jeans, okay, spectacles, these are all binoculars, these are always in plural. And furniture and news, furniture, whether you are talking about one table, one almirah, one bed, it will be furniture. Even if you are talking about 3 different furniture, it will be called as furniture only. Furniture means singular as well as plural. There is no change. You have to understand by the meaning of the sentence. In the same way, news, you can't say I have got a new. No, there is nothing like news. It will be news only. For singular also news, for plural also news. Okay, so this is the chapter. From the next day we will start the exercise. So I hope this chapter is clear to you. All you have to do is to remember what is used for what. And there are some basic rules which are just like your guidelines, but with some exceptions. Okay. Okay then. Bye. See you again another day while practicing. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.